It's been a morning of quite meticulous detail. Gerrie Nel focusing in once again on the details of the bedroom and where the objects were left. And all this plays into his version of what Oscar Pistorius is saying, that he just simply does not accept, saying that the very small details, one after another, don't add up, and that fits into the wider picture of Oscar Pistorius not telling the truth, he asserts, about the events of that night. One detail we heard about earlier, the contents of Ms Steenkamp's stomach, and Oscar Pistorius, under cross-examination, being asked why, when he said they had a meal at 7 o'clock in the evening together, why the pathologist's report found that Ms Steenkamp seemed to have eaten a couple of hours before her death. That would have been about 1 o'clock in the morning. And that also fits Gerrie Nel's assertion that the two of them were awake and that there may have been there was an argument going on, very different to Oscar Pistorius's version of events, where the couple went to bed quietly at 10 o'clock that evening. Here's what the exchange was between them.
You're arguing the case, you're arguing what Van der Merwe said, and being argumentative, Mr. Pistorius, is not good for your credibility. Will you accept that?
Yes, my lady.
So please, answer the questions. You're not doing yourself any favors. You understand that?
I was finishing my previous answer, my lady. I wasn't arguing a point, but I'm sorry if that's the way it came across.
Now, let us test what you just said. You said, I was sleeping. Did you say I was sleeping, Riva could have eaten?
It's a possibility, my lady. I was sleeping. If that's the evidence that's been given, when we ate after 7. I don't know of any other time that Riva ate, so.
But you know that the answer you just gave is impossible. It's a tailoring of evidence that she could have eaten, because that's impossible, you know that, isn't it?
Tailoring of evidence, we've heard that a lot this morning, and Oscar Pistorius was confronted with Gerrie Nel's accusation that he'd also tailored his evidence from what he'd apparently heard coming from the bathroom, the sound that he'd heard. Oscar Pistorius in a previous statement had said he heard a noise, but today he mentioned he heard a window opening and the sliding of a window, and Gerrie Nel wanted to know why he did not mention that detail in earlier statements. Why only today was he saying that he'd heard a specific sequence of noises?
You have to, Mr. Pistorius, create time. You have to, on your version, build in a time gap for Riva to get to the bathroom. That's why you invented what you're doing now. Isn't that so?
That's incorrect, my lady.
It must be, because otherwise that whole amplifier would have bothered you. Not only one blue light, you didn't know it was on. Therefore you focused on the little blue light.
Lady, if I wanted to create time, the state's been trying to create time in their evidence. In Samantha Taylor's statement, it says, she writes there, it took 4 minutes for me to put my legs on. I put my legs on here in court. It took half a minute. I'm not trying to buy time. I can simply say it as it was. Whether I try to put the button on or off, or picked up a pair of jeans, it takes more or less the same time. It's got nothing to do with time.